On to the West Asia crisis now. In a major escalation, Israel on Saturday struck Hezbollah targets in southern Lebanon. The recent attacks have sparked concerns over the ceasefire deal between Israel and the Hezbollah. Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu said that he had told the Israel Defense Forces to act forcefully against the terror targets. The Israeli military also intercepted a missile fired from Yemen, and the Houthi group claimed responsibility for this attack.
Tensions once again flared along the Israel-Lebanon border as Israeli forces launched artillery and airstrikes in southern Lebanon on Saturday. The strikes came after Israel said it intercepted dozens of rockets fired from across the border, raising fears of renewed conflict. Israeli Defense Minister Israel Katz said, and I quote, "We cannot allow fire from Lebanon on Galilee communities. The Lebanese government is responsible for attacks from its territory. I have ordered the military to respond accordingly." It was a fresh escalation after a US brokered ceasefire in November, which temporarily halted fighting between the two sides. Israeli military, meanwhile, released a video which showed airstrikes hitting various targets in Syria. On the other hand, Yemen's Houthi rebels claimed responsibility for strikes towards Israel on Friday.
The missile force targeted Ben Gurion Airport in the occupied Jaffa area with a ballistic hypersonic missile of the Palestine II type. The operation successfully achieved its objective. This operation is the third within 48 hours. The Yemeni armed forces warn all airlines that so-called Ben Gurion Airport has become unsafe for air navigation and will remain so until the aggression against Gaza is halted and the blockade is lifted.
Meanwhile, Germany, France and Britain have issued a joint statement calling for an immediate return to a ceasefire in Gaza. The foreign minister of these three countries said, and I quote, "We call on Israel to restore humanitarian access, including water and electricity, and ensure access to medical care and temporary medical evacuations in accordance with international humanitarian law." Whereas after Israel resumed ground operation in Gaza, Hamas was reviewing a US proposal to restore the ceasefire. US Special Envoy Steve Witkoff proposed a bridge plan to extend the ceasefire in Gaza into April. This extension aims to provide time for negotiations on a permanent end to hostilities. Bureau Report, DD India.